What is her name again? Tell me her name. Harris, I know it's the last name.
Drop it in the chat again for us.
Please. And the 13-year-old. So we want to know where she is because we already know what happened, right?
Right.
Okay.
Listen, this cat. Sir, you cannot be laying on my computer. Sir.
I think her name is Ziyah, if I remember correctly. Ziyah.
Here, scoot over here.
And the first card, when I split the deck, I always look at the first card. So I just split the deck because I was going to shuffle. And the first card is stolen, which that is what happened to her, correct? She was stolen. So I'm going to pull that card out because that is right. Well, that's because you had to deal with all those early morning trolls, Priestess.
Yeah, ley lines are, they have a connection, you know, all of them are their own.
Okay, wait a minute.
I told him I'll be back on tomorrow to curse them out again.
And that's how you do it, okay? And be like, don't play with me.
Yeah, set your boundaries. Keep control of your chat.
That's right.
Oh.
I don't know why some of my cards are sideways in here right now, but it's irritating the shit out of me.
You gave them the time and date you would be back live. Meet me at 7 a.m. Lord. Let's see if they show up, huh? At 7 a.m. 7 a.m. whose time? Your time? They'll be so confused they won't know what 7 a.m. time. Frank, they won't know what zone they're in.
Okay, so far, we have the victim card on the top. And my goodness, my throat is so bothering me tonight. I've drank like over half of my cup. Okay.
Your throat chakra.
So the first card that came out was stolen, which that basically is what it sounds like happened. And then this set of cards was next. Come on. We have 5 to 10 miles, daughter, dad, which the dad can be a male figure that represents a father role model. It doesn't have to be a biological father. So It can be mom's boyfriend. It can be an uncle. It can be like even a teacher maybe that is looked at as a male father figure. And then bridge.
That's like the emperor in tarot.
Perfect. So do any of these like fit?
She did get kidnapped and she was supposedly taken 5 to 10 miles down the road.
Stop it. Oh, snap.
Stepfather, I think. They said, keep going.
Okay. Now, as I was shuffling, gaslighting fell out. So there was probably some gaslighting in there, lying, saying, you know, trying to be tricking with words that were being used. So that's that. And then these two just came out, and I don't know why, but education and animal. Do these make any type of
somebody
sense?
A vet or a veterinarian assistant?
That's what I'm kind of wondering too. Like some type of.
He owns a shop, like literally down the road.
Oh, she went missing after school.
Okay.
Okay, was there an animal involved? Or did he treat her as an animal? I don't like that, but that's what just popped into my mind.
Maybe he tied her up. He tied her up.
Oh, that's true. He's an animal. And he took her after school. Okay. Oh. And the victim card was on top, so I'm going to put that there. And we're going to keep shuffling. Oh, goodness. I like it when it makes sense. So how do you say it? Is it Naziyah? Am I saying it correctly? Naziyah? They're trying to twist on me tonight. Yes. Okay.
Yes,
thank you.
You're saying it right.
That's okay, Magic Star. We don't have to just do one. We can do multiple. Tammy can break out some cards too if she feels like it and see what we can come up with too. So I always look at the card when I split the deck, like I said. So I'm going to pull it out because I feel relevant.
Hi,
This
Risa. How are you?
Hi, Rissa.
Mm-hmm.
Naziyah. All right. Naziyah. Naziyah Harris. Oh, snap. That one's a big one. He tricked her. That's the one that just jumped out and hit the floor. Tricked. And see, that I feel like it has multiple meanings because I know you already said something about the SA. And so, remember I read the back of this one. The trick can be not just like a magic trick or like manipulation, but it can also be a sexual trick style. And I'm feeling that too. So I feel like he was manipulating her, but he was also had the sexual stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, see, okay, so he was supposedly supposed to bring her home, and he didn't, so he tricked her. So irritating. I just can't handle assholes like that. Nope, nope. And see, the other thing is, too, you got to think, I have 180 different cards in here. So there are multiple cards that could pop out that wouldn't mean shit to her case. Like, it wouldn't resonate with her case at all. And it's crazy that, like, each card that has come out has been completely relevant. Other than animal.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so evidence popped out. So there is evidence that proves that it was him, most likely, is what that. But there's evidence that will lead them to her, too. I'm feeling that. And this is the top card. And the second. And she tried to run away. And, okay, this is the second time I've seen the Queen card. Is there a female around her that allowed it? Was possibly looked at as an accomplice of some kind? There's something that has to do with the Queen, because that's the third or the second time that I've seen that card. Her aunt and her grandmother? Oh, it was her. Okay. It was her aunt's boyfriend. And they all knew he was a oh my gosh. Okay. So we need to know where. 3 to 6 months. We need to know where. Do you know what state? Or like what part of the United States, maybe? And that is, oh, I hate that.
Detroit.
Oh, that's not too far from me. Okay. Suspect. Wooded area and field. Try to keep them in half-ass order, the way that they come out. Okay, so 3 to 6 months in Lust came out back to back. And at first I thought 3 to 6 months was when they were going to find her. But then Lust came out after. And so I'm wondering if there hadn't been something happening for 3 to 6 months that wasn't well known. Or, okay, so he was grooming her. He was convicted and went away for 15 years and got out. Oh my God. Well, Magic Star in the deck, the Queen is, it's whoever the main female is. So it's not like what they consider themselves. It's like what their role is in the case. Yeah, I think she developed lust for him. He tricked her in all kinds of ways. Okay, he was tricking the shit out of her. He played with her mind. She felt grown, and he made her feel even more grown. And this is all allegedly, in my opinion. Okay. but he was grooming her, and it's all in text messages. The little girl would offer him favors. Just, oh my God. Okay. So that goes with that. Unfortunately, so it's not 3 to 6 months that she'll be found then. I think that the 3 to 6 months was the lust. So the last 3 to 6 months she was lusting after him. Which maybe why suspect was the next card. Maybe that was, you know, meant to go with those 3. But then the next 2 were wooded area and field. So I'm thinking that that is going to be the location of where she is. Like I see a wooded area, like I see a field with a wooded area at the back of the field. What are you feeling, Tammy?
I'm kind of feeling like what you did. I feel like she's around like a wooded area. I almost kind of feel like maybe there's some water, maybe because it rained, and that's why I'm feeling water. Maybe it's not permanent water, but maybe it's an area that has water when it rains. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then the water goes away, so it's not always water there. But I feel like it's a place like that.
So like a place where the field like floods. Maybe
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a dip in the field.
Yeah.
And they're saying the aunt was probably jealous of this little girl because she, oh my goodness, so they set her up. So that's why the queen card, that's what the queen card means. It's the aunt. For sure then. That's ridiculous that you feel intimidated by a 13-year-old.
Yeah, there's got to be issues there.
Yeah, she needs her head checked.
Yeah.
Crossroads.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay. So we have crossroads, which crossroads can mean an actual like crossroads, you know, by the wooded area, by the field, or it can mean they were at a crossroads in their life. But this, I feel like it's an actual place. And the next one is confined, impaired, which, you know, that's under any type of substance. It could be liquid or not. She was sedated in some kind of way and confined.
Yeah, that's why I thought earlier when you said animal, I thought tied up.
Yeah, that would, and maybe that's why the confined card came out, to go with that one, to elaborate on what that means, you know, for clarification of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the train card is right here. So I got crossroads, confined, impaired, shed, and then train. There's a train down the road. So is there a shed by his mechanic shop? Is there a shed on the property or close by? Oh yeah, I definitely feel that she was sedated. Stop it. There's a bunch of abandoned sheds. Has it been searched? I can street view it if I knew the name. That's where they found her shirt. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, is there a wooded area that has a field? Like a field with a wooded area close by? Is that close to that area where the sheds are? It's okay, Magic Star. It's all right. I'm trying to see if I'm going to be shown anything. Are they metal? Because that's what type of shed I'm seeing. I'm not seeing like a wood frame shed. I'm seeing a metal type structure. Oh, Tammy.
Mm-hmm. So picture an abandoned shop or place filled with garbage and overgrown brush.
And like rusted metal stuff. I think that's where she is. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where she is. I'm seeing like almost like a And this could just be me misunderstanding what I'm being shown, but I'm seeing like an old abandoned trailer park style, like junk everywhere, trash everywhere. Like I know you're saying like abandoned shops, but it's like I'm seeing like broken down metal, not trailers, but like sheds, like structures, like some type of metal structures, but they're broken down. I don't think that anybody would use them to take cover, you know, so I don't even think that there would be like squatters or homeless or, you know, anybody like that living in them. Um, and I can picture the field with the woods back at the back part, like if you were sitting in the road looking at the field, the woods are back away from the road. They have old tires and dumpsters there, but around the back, they saw tire tracks, and there's crates. It's boarded up, but you can get in. But that place has been searched, right? I don't know. I feel like it's something. It may not be the mechanic shop then. It may be someplace close to the mechanic shop. Maybe the mechanic shop is where the actual crime took place. And I believe there was a male and a female there. It wasn't just the male and the victim. You have to drive in a bit, so at night if someone reversed their car with lights, you wouldn't see them. Makes it easy. Yes. Him and her aunt. Yeah, I think there was the female was there. Now, whether she was there during the crime or she came after to help cover up the crime, I'm not 100% sure, but she was there. In my opinion, allegedly. Is there a water tower around somewhere? That was the bottom card, along with the devil card. I want to see if I can get a little bit more detail about the location. So there's another sister, the aunt's twin. She has a twin? Oh my. But sister testified against him. Oh, that's awful. So did they report her as a runaway at first? It's her bio aunt Susan. That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went on TV saying she was missing. Is the mechanic shop close to where she lived?
Hi, Seclusion Works. Welcome.
Hi, Seclusion. Is there a church close by too? 5 to 10 miles down the road. So that's why we had the 5 to 10 miles earlier. Okay, because close to home is here. Because I'm asking for clarity on the location. I'm wondering about the water tower, oil tower, cell phone tower, some type of tower. And then, of course, we have the liar card. So that's no surprise. But it says, close to home, liar, withholding information, poison, and church. Or were they trying to poison her mind with religious beliefs? Oh, welcome back, Janae. That's cute when the kids get excited.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely not. Okay, so that's not what it is then. So it's something. And so we know close to home, and close to home doesn't have to mean physical either. That close to home can be like, you know, when you hear a story and somebody's like, well, that hits close to home. You know, it can be that way too. So then we have the liar, withholding information, and poison can be drugs also. And then the church. And poison can also be verbal and mental when you try to poison somebody's mind.
Mm.
A hotel. Oh my goodness. So he was supposed to pick her up from school, or he picked her up from school. I think she's going to be found. She's definitely hidden. But right now I don't know if she's hidden inside of a structure or if she's outside by the wooded area by the field. Like, I almost want to see the location now.
Yeah.
That's where they have footage of her going in and never coming back out. Girl, thank you for that validation right there. Y'all see that? Tammy, you see that?
Mm-hmm. Hold on just a second. I mean, show
Validation.
Yeah.
No, what High Priestess said right there. The cards are amazing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't know anything about this case. I haven't heard about this little
Right.
girl at
I haven't
all.
heard of it either. Yeah.
So you think more around the wooded area in the field. And see, I always think about too, when somebody is hidden, you have to think how they got there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was one thing that I've had issues with other like psychics that have said, well, they're buried in 12 feet of concrete underwater. And I'm like, how'd they get there? You know, so it has to be a logical place too. So when I'm picturing the place, I try to make sure that it's logical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so with you seeing water in the field in a place that may flood, that makes me wonder if, you know, if they drove by that water and maybe that's why you're being shown that. Did they drive along the edge of the field? Is there a road, like a dirt road in the field? Or how would they get back to the wooded area if that's where she is?
Right.
And eventually they called like 2 days later. Oh my gosh. So they took those 2 days to make sure that they cleaned up as much as they could to get rid of the evidence. And then they said that she wandered away. Yeah, I'm not getting the feeling of dismemberment. I definitely, absolutely, without a doubt, without even knowing the case, without seeing these people, without knowing shit about this case, absolutely believe that the aunt that is dating this piece of is involved. And it's very possible that her twin is too, but I'm definitely she's the queen. She's the queen card. So he was the father figure. Oh, wait, we got bridge too. But the bridge could be the aunt being the bridge between the father figure and the daughter figure. So that could be what the bridge means.
Yeah.
Because it came with those cards.
It just means a connection.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5 to 10 miles came with that. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into it and then come back and look at the cards, you know, again, and the order that they came out and all that.